I bought this Diablo 3 Special Edition Nintendo Switch for $100 from a viewer who said they thought it was liquid damaged. Let's open it up and find out. This video is sponsored by iFixit, more on them in a minute. Alright, so we've got the custom Joy-Cons, and then we've got the Switch tablet itself. Let's see what kind of condition that's in. Oh, the screen's in really nice condition. I don't even see any scratches on it. What about the back? Same. This is really nice. Okay, well, I'm excited about that. This special edition does include a custom case, and it looks like that's what this is. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I didn't remember if the seller said that he included this, but obviously he did. That is super cool. Needs a little cleanup on the inside, but really cool case still. And we got cables and the Joy-Con grip. Let's check out the dock though. It's got some special artwork on it. Yeah, so cool. Nothing on that side, but okay. So that's enough checking it out. Let's get into the tablet and see what's going on. Now, the seller of this special edition Nintendo Switch said that this was the first console that he and his fiance purchased together when they first moved in together. They got it at a GameStop on Black Friday and they've loved playing it, but some time ago he noticed that it seems to have a lot of corrosion going on internally. From what he can tell, some kind of liquid seems to have dropped into the top vent and dripped all the way down the board. He said he would say it's an accident, but with where this has been located, it feels like someone intentionally dripped water into it to try and ruin the device, but that's just a speculation. And with the back cover off, I can definitely see what the seller is talking about. There is some sort of granules. Honestly, it looks like sugar or salt, and I would, if I had to guess, I would say sugar. And there's one way to figure it out. Just give it a little taste. I'm kidding, I'm not gonna taste it. That's disgusting. So I think probably what we're gonna do here is just tear this thing completely down and then get all of it out. And then probably, we'll have to see what the condition of the board is. I might do an ultrasonic clean on that, or maybe just clean it with a toothbrush and some IPA. But we got to get it torn down the rest of the way just to see the condition of the rest of it. And it's all over this foam and the sticky parts of it. This is interesting too. We've got what looks like maybe some corrosion right down here on this heatsink. Yeah, there's more here. So he could have been right that this was kind of a case of sabotage. All right, and now we'll continue with the teardown. The game card slot should be interesting to see if there's any in that. That could easily cause a problem with playing games if there's a bunch down inside the slot. Yeah, there's some right here. So that's gonna need to be cleaned for sure. I'm leaning towards sugar. I'm feeling like maybe this sugar has kind of melted in spots. I'm still not convinced though. All right, and fan. Yeah, we got a bunch in the fan. Right down there, you can see it. Yeah, it just kind of clumped together. This stuff is everywhere, whatever it is. No corrosion under any of these ribbon cables that I've seen so far, which is great news. These speaker connectors, I'm using a pair of very slender needle nose pliers. These are available on iFixit, that's where I got them, but I didn't get it because I was promoting iFixit. I got them because these work really well on those tiny connectors. They have nice sharp teeth and they just grip really nicely. Okay, and it's fully out. Let's have a look at the other side. Oh good, this looks like it's in pretty good condition. Actually really good condition. I don't see any problems at all with this board, at least so far. So the next thing is, how am I gonna get all of this stuff out of all of these little crevices? Now just looking at this more, I think what I'm gonna need to do is just take a lot more of this stuff out. Like for example, the speaker looks mostly fine here, but if we flip it over, you can see there's a bunch of that stuff right along the edge of it. So I think what I'm gonna do is just disassemble this thing almost all the way. I'm not gonna take the battery out because there's no way that it would have gotten under adhesive or anything. So I'm gonna take a bunch more of this stuff off and then we'll give it a good cleaning, vacuum it all out, and then see where we are. Okay, so we got one rail. Is there any? Yep, there's some even down along here. Down along the rail. During the months of November and December, iFixit is going to be having some great deals on a lot of their products and tools, including special holiday bundles. In my opinion, iFixit's precision tools are some of the best out there. But they don't just sell tools, they also sell things like parts. You can get genuine OEM parts from a number of manufacturers right on iFixit's website. You can go right to iFixit and you can look up repair guides for your device. They even have repair guides for things like Patagonia clothing. And if you're trying to diagnose what's wrong with your device, they also have a great Q&A section where you can get answers from experts who have done your repair before. Go to ifixit.com/TronicsFix to get started on your holiday shopping. So the question I have is, who did this and why? That's what I want to know. In the email that they sent, it said it was in a, what did they say, like a suspicious location or something, or given the location, the circumstances are suspicious. So, I'm not sure what he meant by location though. They always blame this stuff on kids, but they didn't say they had kids. And that doesn't mean they don't, but maybe they'll comment on this video when they see it and give us all a little more information here, because this is getting to be an interesting story. All right, let's get this speaker out too. Yeah, there's a bunch of it along there. There's even some down in this little hole right here. I don't know if I'll be able to get that out or not. I'm gonna just flip this over. And that's how much came out just from that. Can't really see it too good on camera, but let's try brushing this out. Got a few little pieces in here. Got to be very careful anytime you're working near the battery. I don't want to puncture the battery in any way, or even the plastic around it. So I'm just being very, very careful. Oh, I know what we can do with this. We can take a little bit and see if it dissolves. That'll tell us whether it's sand or whether it's, you know, organic like a salt or sugar. Okay, but I need to collect enough of this stuff that we can try and dissolve it. I know we're going a little out in the weeds in this video. It's turning into a chemistry YouTube, but this will at least help narrow down what might be going on with this thing. And here we have some nice warm water, hot water. Let's see what happens. Give it a little stir. Is it dissolving? Okay, I think we have our answer. It's totally dissolved. So I think we've either got salt or sugar. I don't know which, and I'm certainly not gonna drink this. Or am I? Just kidding, I'm not. I think maybe, just judging by how fast that dissolved, that maybe this is sugar. Let me know in the comments what you think it is and what your reasoning for that is, especially if there's any chemists or culinary artists in the audience. Now I need to clean up my workbench, and then we can get this thing reassembled and then start it up and see if it works after all this. And right after I cleaned up my work mat, I realized I have all these little components that I need to clean too. One speaker's clean, the next one. This one's actually not that dirty. How about this guy? Yep, got a little bit on here. Okay, good on that one. Good on that one. There's a bunch in here. Now the game slot. Some big old chunks of it in here. I'm going to soak this in isopropyl alcohol and probably some BW100 as well. So I'm going to do that part off camera. Do a little bit on the board, of course. And given the fact that these are very small grains, I think I should take this shield off. Okay, let's see what we have under the shield. Surprisingly, there's none under there. Okay, that is great news. And now the part that we're all here for, the perfect amount of thermal paste. There we go. And the heat pipe, heat sink, and back metal plate are all nice and clean. Let's take a look at one of these Joy-Cons. I'm just gonna look at one. I think if one is clean, the other one probably is too. And I don't think there would be any in here, but I just wanna double check. These are also super easy to open up, so there's kind of like no good reason to not check. Yep, nice and clean inside. So no worries there. Let's get this switch put back together and test it and see if this thing even works. It's all clean, all the screws are in. Let's see if it'll turn on. Come on. Oh, this is good news. I think. Yeah, there we go. All right, and there we go. So this Diablo 3 Nintendo Switch has been fixed. Honestly, I think it might have been fixed before. If I remember right, there was something in the email about how we thought it was fully working. It just had all this stuff in it. So either way, it's clean and it works. And for anyone wondering, it does play a game just fine, and the Joy-Cons also work just fine as well. If you want to see me trying to fix another special edition Nintendo Switch that I think you'll like, I'll put a video up on your screen now, so you can click on that and come hang out with me over there and see if I can fix it. Thanks again to iFixit for sponsoring this video. Go to ifixit.com/TronicsFix for parts, tools, and repair guides. Thanks so much for watching today, and I hope you have a good one.